Hello again. I'm John Mayer, Dr. John Mayer, psychologist, author, consultant, parent, friend, I hope. You know, the teenage and preteen years can be awful challenging. Whether your teen or preteen is a absolute angel or somewhat of a devil. They're actually challenging for us as a society. You see and hear about the headlines all the time of teens doing things which cause alarm in our society and great harm in our society. This concerns me greatly, and I've devoted my entire career to helping parents raise teens successfully, positively, easily, and to sift through a lot of the misinformation that is out there. You know, I'm often called on these headline cases with teenagers where they commit such vile acts, and yet my attitude towards them hasn't changed. The vast majority of our kids are fantastic kids, and I love working with these kids, and they're really the future of our country. But we need to make your life easier. You know, I have been a parent myself. I am a parent, I shall say. You're never not a parent. And I have fantastic kids. They're my best friends. And I'll be honest with you, we went through the teenage years with not much of a hitch. So everything I've been preaching about for all these years evidently works. And I want to show you how this can work for you. You know, I know many of you just say to yourself, I want to be done with all this. You know, when does this end? Well, as you well know, or you can imagine, parenting doesn't end. You know, you'll be a parent for the entire life of these human beings. And again, I want you to make it a wonderful experience. And it can be, again, no matter if your teen is an angel or your teen is bordering on a devil, and you have a lot of frustration and a lot of heartache with your teen. This is what I specialize in. I can make this easy for you. You know, we've just been programmed to think that, oh, it's the teenage years, it's going to be hard. I can't tell you how many times I introduce myself to people and they go, oh, you deal with teenagers, God bless you, or, you know, thank God you're doing it. And I look puzzled at them because it can be a joy. It really can. Don't walk away here. It can be a joy. You know, and the latest research that's coming out on teenagers really confirms what I've been saying for over 30 years, that it doesn't necessarily have to be the age of turmoil. And you can continue to have a close, very bonded family with great friendships with your kids. My techniques are doable, they're really straightforward, they're practical, and they're solutions. They're not slogans. Solutions, not slogans. They're so successful, you know, I've been almost literally begged to spread the word of what I do throughout the country, but, you know, I live and work in Chicago, so how can you do that? Well, now with the internet, of course, and e-health portals like the one I'm going to introduce to you today, that can be done. You can get access to me, you can get access to all my materials, and I'm going to talk about that in just a few seconds. You can do this, and I can show you how. You know, after all, we've all survived our teenage years, haven't we? I kind of call myself a recovering teenager. How about you? Aren't you? Aren't we all? We're still kind of reliving and reworking some of those things that were established in our teenage years. So the secrets to stop fighting, stop worrying, stop stressing about your teenager are here. It only took us 115 years to figure this out, you know, because adolescence is only about 150 so years in existence in our society. In the old days of our country and of the world, there wasn't a period of adolescence and teenage years. Children went from being children to taking a place as an adult in the workforce and doing work, whether it was on a farm, etc. So this whole concept of teenage years and adolescence is, believe it or not, relatively new in the history of mankind. So it took us 150 years, but we've got some answers here. And people like myself, scientists and clinicians, can give you answers. And that sometimes has frustrated me. I've said it on another video. The material, the information you get is from people who aren't necessarily scientists and clinicians, and it's more slogans than it really is solutions. What I have for you, what you will have access to, are state-of-the-art, right up-to-date solutions for how to solve the problems with your teenager. Or not necessarily problems, but just to make your life easier and make your family happier and more peaceful. Here's what I want to introduce you to. It's an e-health portal that I call the Parent Plan. If you look below, there's a button to click. It says Get Access Now, and you can get right on to the Parent Plan. And you know, it does take a low monthly fee because all this stuff costs money, you know, to put these videos up, to maintain the site. So I have a very low monthly fee of $14.95 that it costs you to be a part of the Parent Plan. But that $14.95 gets you $1,600 of access and benefits and materials. There's the value you get for it for a very low price. And I will be updating constantly, putting new webinars and podcasts and information about how we can better parent our teenagers and preteens. I'll be putting up material constantly. So for $14.95, less than probably the cheapest toy you bought in the holiday season this year, less than a couple of coffees at your coffee shop, less than a fast food dinner for your family, you can have the peace of mind and solutions to make your life easier as a parent. So do it now. Don't think, oh, this is, what should I do? Because you can always cancel it. You can always say, this is not for me, or I've got enough. There's so much material for you. I think you'll find it. $14.95 will not be a big price to pay. This is an introductory price, so it will be yours for as long as you're on the Parent Plan, but it's going to raise as we get rolling here. This is introductory price. I'm rolling this parent portal out, so take advantage of this now. On the Parent Plan, you'll get material on getting great grades, making friends and ensuring that your child is making friends and socializing right, sleep, how to get better sleep, how to prevent drug abuse in your family, how to prevent smoking, cigarettes, how to prevent gang and violent behavior and involvement with your teenager, how to stop bullying and teasing, all kinds of material, and a webinar which was very successful for me called Put Down Your Boxing Gloves and Enjoy Your Teen, where we step through many of the common fights that you have with your teenager. And we had great fun doing that webinar, stepping you through some of the things that commonly cause friction in the family. So click on the Get Access Now button and you can start your plan. I also just thought of a surprise that I want to give everyone who gets on the Parent Plan today. I'm going to send you a special coupon for something, for a gift that I think you'll really like, in addition to all the benefits and all the value you get today. And I want to keep that as a surprise. So that'll be my little surprise to you if you get on the Parent Plan now. Well, that's all I have to say here today. There's much more information on this email, as you see, and of course on the Parent Plan web portal, the Parent Portal I call it. Click on there, see what it's all about, and I think you'll really enjoy it. And by the way, on the Parents Portal, there's ways in which you can get personal consultations and personal advice, live personal advice from me, for you, not a general lecture or presentation, but you can get access to me personally, and that's all detailed on the parent plan. So I hope you come aboard today, and thank you for listening, and I'm glad to help.